Good morning, one and all. Today discuss the topic motion in 1, 2 and 3 dimension. If any one of the object in a space, so now the position of the object expressed using the coordinate system. Now consider the one object in a space means we are express the position. So we are using the coordinate systems. So here we can using the x, y. That means position of the object in a xy plane. So let the position of the particle in a space be expressed using the rectangular coordinates x, y and z when the coordinate change with the time. Suppose that object moving in a x direction at the time. So then the particle is said to be a motion. So now the time the particle is moving in a direction of the x means depend on the time. So that particle is a motion. So even if one or two coordinates change with the time, the particle is said to be a motion. But only one direction நம்ம move பண்ணியிருக்கோம். Suppose that particle is moving the three planes. So it is called the motion. So motion means that the position of the particle in the space be expressed in terms of the rectangular coordinates x, y and z. When these coordinates change with the time means the particle is said to be a motion. So now moving to the one dimension. So motion in one dimension. Now, so what is the motion in the one dimension பொறுத்த வரையிலும்? Here the motion of the particle moving along the straight line. Motion of the particle moving along the straight line. Now here consider the two coordinate systems. That is the x and y. Suppose the car is moving the x direction. So here is the car at the point A. The time moving in x direction. After it is reached the point B. So in a motion only one coordinates. The change the position of the object with the time. Time depend பண்ணி that position is changes means that is called the motion in one dimension. So motion in one dimension means the motion of the particle moving along the straight line. So here the examples means motion of the train along the straight railway track. After another example, an object falling free under the gravity close to the earth. So here we can consider the earth means any one of the object, it is freely falling towards the earth. So it is called the one dimension motion. So now moving to the two dimension. So motion in the two dimension. So here the two dimension means if the particle moving along the curved path. Particle moving along the curved path in a plane, then it should to be a two dimension. Here the motion means two coordinates specify the position of the object change with the time. அப்போ டயத்தை டிபெண்ட் பண்ணி ரெண்டு பிளேனில் ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மூவ் ஆனதுன்னா that is called the motion in two dimension. Here the example motion of the coin on a carom board. So here consider the xy plane or yz. Now the time, the position of the particle, that means it is the p1, that means y1 and z1 point. That coin is moving in a, after reaching that point, that is the p2. So here it is the y2, z2. So that carom coin is moving on the board. Another one is an insect crawling over the floor of the room. அப்போ இன்செக்ட் மூவிங் ஆகும்போது அது எந்த டைரெக்ஷனில் வேணாலும் மூவ் ஆகலாம். ஸோ அப்போ அதை டிபெண்ட் பண்ணி இருக்கக்கூடியது டூ கோஆர்டினேட்ஸ் ஒய் அண்டு இசட். அப்போ த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மூவிங் இன் ஏ கர்வ்டு பாத் இன் ஏ பிளேன். ஸோ தட் டு பி இஸ் கால்டு த motion in two dimension. So now moving to the motion in three dimension. So now moving to the three dimension. motion in 3 dimension. So motion in 3 dimension means the particle moving in, as usual, 3 dimensional space has the 3 dimensional motion. அப்போ 3 dimensional spaceல நமக்கு மூவ் ஆனதுன்னா that means it is a 3 dimensional motion. In this motion, all the 3 coordinates specify the position of the object change with the respect time. Here the change with the only one plane, only one axis. Here the only one plane, but now moving to the 3. For example, now we are using the bird flying in the sky or random motion of the gas molecules. Now here consider the 3 Cartesian coordinate system, that is the x, y and z. Now the time the flying of the kite on a windy day. அப்போ இங்கே ஏதாவது ஒரு பர்சன் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா, இப்போ த்ரெட் வந்து எந்த டைரக்ஷனில் வேணாலும் இருக்கும். அப்போ ஹியர் இட் இஸ் மூவிங் த கைட். அப்போ எந்த பிளேனில் வேணாலும், அதாவது யூஸ்வல் 3 dimensional ஸ்பேஸில் அந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மூவிங் ஆனதுன்னா, ஸோ தட் டைம் இஸ் கால்டு த motion in 3 dimension. So that is called the motion in 1 dimension, 2 dimension and 3 dimension.